For 6 endless years, the grand halls of Buckingham Palace echoed with a silence so thick it almost felt alive. Not a whisper, not a murmur, just an iron wall of polite smiles, and that same cold response, no comment. While the world spun rumor after rumor about the mystery surrounding Archie's birth, the palace simply watched. Time passed, curiosity faded, and just when everyone thought the story had died, something inside those walls finally cracked. For years, people swallowed the fairy tale whole. Archie and Lilibet, the perfect little royal heirs, wrapped in the glow of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's modern love story. But now, this isn't a fairy tale anymore. A shadow has stepped into the spotlight. Her name? Just 2 letters. DL. And she didn't come with rumors. She came with proof. No cameras. No hunger for fame. Just a locked briefcase filled with receipts, non-disclosure agreements dated before either child's birth, hospital admission forms from a quiet Colorado clinic, and a string of wire transfers tied straight to Harry and Meghan's private team. At first, everyone laughed. Another conspiracy, another attention seeker. But the laughter stopped the second her legal team spoke. Documents were verified. Timestamps matched. Witnesses came forward. And the most chilling part? The lawyers confirming it were the ones who never touch royal business unless it's real. Suddenly, gossip wasn't gossip anymore. It was history shaking. If DL is telling the truth, this isn't just another tabloid circus. It's a direct hit at the foundation of the monarchy. This is about bloodlines, power, and the DNA of the British crown itself. To understand the weight of this, you have to travel back more than a century. It's 1917. Europe is burning. Thrones are falling like dominoes. And the British monarchy is desperate to survive. King George V picks up his pen and writes one of the most powerful royal decrees ever, the Letters Patent. It isn't poetic. It isn't romantic. But it's iron law. It sets in stone who can and who can never wear a crown. The rules are brutal. Only children born of legitimate royal blood, officially recognized by the crown and baptized into the Church of England, can hold a royal title. 3 rules. Cold, sharp, unbreakable. For a century, this kept the bloodline cleaner than the Windsor silver. Then Meghan and Harry arrived, with 2 children who didn't quite fit the mold. When palace officials quietly examined Archie and Lilibet's records, something didn't match. The births weren't done the royal way. The baptisms didn't follow royal law. And the paperwork, the sacred paperwork, told a story no one was ready to hear. In 2019, when Archie was introduced to the world, the moment looked flawless. Cameras flashed. The monarchy smiled. But behind those perfect photographs, the whispers had already begun. Serious questions no one dared to ask out loud. Was Archie's birth ever truly royal at all? Was the birth ever truly recorded by the crown? Was Meghan's name etched the way royal law demands? Did the old 1917 rules still stand, or had someone quietly bent them to breaking point? In the monarchy, paperwork isn't paperwork. It's power. And when the paperwork fractures, so does the person attached to it. That's how people vanish, not with noise, but with the sound of a single erased line. The palace noticed the cracks. They watched. They waited. And then the whispers began to crawl through those ancient halls like smoke. Archie and Lilibet weren't just royal children anymore. They'd become symbols, living proof of a collision between modern rebellion and centuries-old rule. And when the monarchy senses a threat like that, it doesn't cry. It calculates. The crown doesn't forgive. It doesn't fix mistakes. It reconstructs reality. It erases. That's where DL's story begins. Late 2018. A quiet approach. Intermediaries, sharp suits, quiet voices, terrifying precision. They had one offer: help a royal couple have a child. In exchange, 3 promises: anonymity, wealth, erasure. She would never exist on paper. No press, no spotlight, no trace. DL, believing she was helping a family, signed everything with calm hands and a steady heart. But the moment the child arrived, the warmth went cold. Payments froze. Emails evaporated. Her contact vanished as though swallowed by the earth. Her lawyer's words were ice. She kept her promise. They deleted her. For months, she told herself it was an error, a misunderstanding, until the money trail led straight to the moment Archie was born and stopped like a heartbeat flatlining. That was when DL decided to fight, not with gossip, but with evidence. And if there's one thing the palace respects more than power, it's proof. The world adored Prince Harry, the noble rebel, the runaway royal, the golden-hearted son who defied the machine to protect his family. But if DL's team is right, that story might be the most carefully constructed illusion the royal family has ever sold. Because according to insiders, Harry wasn't just aware of the arrangement. He helped build it. Yes, the same man who spent his life mourning the lies told about his mother may have engineered one of his own. The deal, insiders say, led straight to a private fertility clinic in California. No royal doctors. No official witnesses. No crown records. Off-grid. Off-book. Untouchable. At the top of those authorizations, Harry's name. He allegedly reviewed the transfers, read the messages from intermediaries, even decided how DL's identity would be buried forever. This wasn't a royal mistake. This was a royal blueprint. The irony is gutting. The prince who swore never to let history repeat itself may have built the very deception that could shatter his family's name. Behind the palace gates, whispers say Harry isn't the same man anymore. The charming prince has become a restless ghost. Nights pacing, rooms echoing with his muttered arguments. Sleeping alone, angry not just at the palace, but at Meghan. He blames her for letting their perfect story spiral out of control. What was once a love forged in defiance now feels like a cold war waged in silence. Meghan, the woman who built empires through storytelling, has gone dark. No interviews, no podcasts, no carefully curated posts. Nothing. It doesn't feel like strategy anymore. It feels like surrender. Inside both Montecito and Buckingham Palace, the air has changed. Not panic, resignation. Everyone knows, once this story detonates, it won't bruise the monarchy. It will scar it. DL's legal team isn't bluffing. They've built what they chillingly call the evidence package. Contracts, hospital records, payment logs, encrypted emails, NDAs dated before Archie's birth, receipts tied to Sussex accounts, names, dates, amounts, everything. If DL steps into the light, and every sign points to that moment coming, this won't be about two innocent children. It will be about a dynasty built on bloodlines and the secret that could blow it open. The British monarchy has weathered war, betrayal, divorces, abdications, and Netflix exposés. But this cuts to its beating heart, the bloodline itself. The palace knows it, the lawyers know it, and deep down, Harry and Meghan know it too. If DL's truth surfaces, the crown faces something it has never faced before, a scandal too big to silence. The sun may have set on the empire long ago, but within those stone walls, another empire endures, built on silence, image, control. And somewhere between truth and denial, history is holding its breath, waiting for the first domino to fall.